This is Richard back at you. We got Jordy's 2006 Chevy pickup here. We did his transmission, got it tore down and rebuilt back, and it's ready to be installed first thing in the morning. So we got his 246 GM transfer case we're going to tear down now. The oil looks pretty dirty on it, and it's got a lot of high miles on it and stuff, so we want to get in here and check and see if the pump's been cutting on the housing or anything like that, because these magnesium housings are expensive, and we physically can't weld them. We can weld just about anything. Trent's really good at welding, but we can't weld those. So let's get this thing apart. So we get all of our speed sensors out of it. There's going to be 3 of them. They'll have a little black O-ring that usually stays in the case. You want to pull it out. Your seal kit will come with new O-rings and stuff to put back in it. Set that over there. And then we have our motor here. Now this is a auto 4-wheel drive. It's got manual 4-wheel drive, auto 4-wheel drive, and this is physically the electronic part of it that operates the transfer case. So
do a dance.
okay. Now this thing has a really thick gasket on it, and this gasket's got its own seals and stuff like that around the bolts and coming out of the transfer case right here. Now you can see here it's been leaking oil right here, but it won't let it physically come out on the ground because of this gasket. Now it will lubricate this bearing right here, but I'm not sure if that's what that's designed for. I think if it leaks out here, it'll physically get inside the motor part of it and the gear train part of it. So we'll put a new seal in here so that doesn't happen anymore. Like I said, this is an auto 4-wheel drive. It's physically got clutches in it just like an automatic transmission. Snap ring right there. I don't know why they made this case out of magnesium instead of aluminum. I guess magnesium must be a little bit stronger, but it isn't as easy to repair. Now, did you show this here, Trent, that it's a 246 GM right here? That's how you identify this top number right there. They could have put a few more bolts in because there's definitely room. And I don't know how many bolts held that cover together, but it looked like about.
It looks like a lot. They could probably put one, in the center or something, just to finish it off for you.
Now this does take special fluid in it because of the clutches and stuff that it has in it. My screwdriver to bring that apart right there. Yes. A bigger one right here. Got a slot right here. You can kind of pop that apart. Now you got to just move it just a little bit like that, and then there's a snap ring in here you have to open up, and you can kind of fight it a little bit usually. Come on. You try on that right there, Trent, just a little bit.
Ready?
Yeah. Oops. Now, oops. Now. There we go. Thank you, sir.
The cameraman's got to take care of it.
Yes, sir. Some of this stuff takes 3 or 4 hands. And we're always hollering back and forth. Hey, Trent, come and help me. Hey, Richard, come and help me. Now, you can see in here, I mean, there's not a lot of metal or anything like that, which is good. Look down and see if the bushing.
Not trying to cut you off, but it's cool. I've never really seen one. Look at the hard fluid line mark where the fluid lays.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never noticed that neither. See that right there? You can see your fluid level. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you. You can see right here where this pump started cutting in the case right here. You can see one spot right here. And then you can just go around it. Actually, so you can see it here. You can see it. You can see it starting to happen here. Too. Now what they do is they have this little piece of tin right here. Most of the time this breaks and falls out. It's not even there no more. And that's all they have supporting that pump, keeping it from cutting a hole in the case. So what we do is we have this little kit right here we buy. And this here is actually bent a little bit, but still looks good. It'll set on here like this. How's that going there? Turn it, turn it, turn it. One more, just like that. And what it does is it runs on these 4 tabs right here. And this will set down in here like that. Now it can't cut through the case anymore. It's trying to cut through the case on the load side of the pump, so there's always pressure sitting there doing this. Next thing you know, it pops a hole through here, and it starts leaking out here. It only leaks out when you're going down the highway because it's above the fill level, see? It's more like splashes it.
Correct.
It goes low, it gets low slowly, and it usually cooks it. So we caught this one just in time. It was fixing to start doing it, so, and people don't catch it. Chain still looks really good. Bearing's really rough. So we got bearings coming for this. We got everything in but the bearings right now. We've got our speed reluctor. Now these little bevel washer, every one of these have that right there. I guess it just keeps it from rattling, but it sits in there just like that.
Kind of puts a little load on it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
See, but it's split. That isn't broken. They're made just like that. So. Get this off here. And then here we have our pump.
So cool.
Now they used to have the earlier design have a rubber seal right here, and this here just has a brass bushing and for the seal, and you can see the pump in there. So, kind of looks like an LS1 pump a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's pull this out. Get this off here really quick. Now the sprockets are interchangeable. You do want to look for wear on these things though on the sides. They do come pretty rough to start with, so it's really hard to tell wear. But and you definitely don't want to lose this O-ring right here if you don't have a kit, because this is a special little flat O-ring that sits in here that your pickup tube for your oil pump slides into. Now the seal kit does come with a new O-ring though. So. Now Now this is the clutch part I was talking about. Let's set that down in there. Just kind of setting up some things to do something. Okay, here we go. Get this off. Now this little half moon washer right here, you got to kind of get ready for and don't shoot it across the room because it's pretty springy. When you push it out, it'll just take off. So turn it over and just pour them out. Actually, one more clutch down in there. Let's see if I can pull it out real quick.
What we got behind it?
Yeah, these clutches have been pretty hot. And this plate here should come out too. Take that apart. Like I said, this plate right here normally just falls right out. But it's kind of stuck, and I'm going to look and see why really quick. Well, I got you guys here. Well, a little bit different design. This plate's actually made onto it. But most of them fall right out. This is a two-piece item right here, so it makes you wonder if this is aftermarket or they just an upgrade of some sort. So that's a little bit different.
Does it have like a plate, huh?
Yeah, it just had a plate. Remember,
Right.
one-sided before. Got your little spring here. And here's your clutches right here. Now, this clutch right here just locks onto it, doesn't spin. See, where it does spin on this plate here. See, like that. But this one here just locks onto it like that. Normally when I tip it over, this plate falls out with the clutch, and that's what threw me off. So, now you can put the Dodge overdrive clutch in here as long as you use the green metallic ones. Exact same clutch, works really good. So, but this is what happens when the auto four-wheel drive comes on. It applies this clutch, which applies the chain, which applies the front axle going to the front differential. So, this little lever right here is the culprit that physically does it.
Off of that one.
I think I did.
Yeah, that was straight at the mic. There.
I'm sorry, guys. I kind of pointed away. There you go. That wasn't too bad.
Wake up, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all are sleeping.
But basically, this is the ply fork, like this. The computer turns this lever right here, lifts up on this shaft, which lifts this up right here, which pushes on the back here, which pushes on the clutch, which applies to the front drive shaft. Pretty crazy how they make it work, but that's how it works. Now you get all your low range stuff down here. Pull your shaft out, and you want to come down here and look at your little sun gear. Mainly look on both sides to see if there's any wear, because this is kind of shaped like a roof of a house. It's got to get over the roof to jump out. So that's the way that's designed, and you want to look for any type of wear on the ends of it if that's wore off. So looks really good there. See if we can get this. Of course, you can see the magnet with all the excess silicone. I got this special screwdriver right here that I got for getting these seals out. These things are notorious at getting out. I just take a screwdriver and kind of round the edge off of it. It gives me a little hook on it, or a hoof, and it lets me get here behind this seal where I can just pull it out without damaging where the seal physically goes. So It'll try to push it in, but it's still, it's physically, it's just so easy to get that seal out doing it that way. Look at that. Comes out first time every time. You look in here, I mean, there's really no damage at all, just a little bitty scratch right here on the edge.
Yep.
So it looks really good, but
That's some
that's
Scotch
a
Brite.
trick right there, guys, to doing getting them seals out like that. So
Nice.
get this planted out real quick. These things are so heavy. When they get ready to fall, they just kind of Geronimo.
Oh, you got them diamond bugs on. Come on.
There we go. These gloves are really nice. They don't tear. The air blower don't blow holes in them. Stuff like that. They work really nice. So
Hey, you got some extreme ones over there.
I did get some new ones in the mail today, guys. I can't believe it. Some beautiful green ones. I mean, the same color as my hammer. Who sent them to me, Trent?
I'm not for sure.
We'll make another video on them, and we'll mention the name of who sent them to me. But they're really awesome. So they're just, are they the same brand as these, Trent?
Same brand, but I think even better.
Even better than these.
Supposedly more aggressive.
More aggressive. So
Yes,
these
sir.
work really good, guys. Let me tell you, they wipe off good. I mean, everything about them works really good. So,
Yep, they do work.
but you want to get down in here and look at this little plastic washer. Make sure it still exists. There's no wear on it or anything like that. You really don't ever see any wear on these. Very seldom. If it's run out of oil and you melted the planet, that's about the only time you're ever going to see them. But you do have two different variations here. It will always take a solid one on the have the tabs on the bottom. I've never seen a round one on the bottom. There's always going to be a tab. Now the top one, I've seen them either or. Round with no tabs or tabs. So, but I've never seen a round one on the bottom. So, you're always going back with a tab. Like that. Now you want to look in here, like I was telling you, for any type of wear where this collar can jump out. Because this is what will jump out of four-wheel low and stuff like that. So, still got to clean it up. It looks really good. You can see hard points on it where it's been pushing hard, but there's physically no wear. So, and then of course you want to look here at your planetary gears. This is kind of a weaker looking planet. It doesn't have very many normally. They're like 6 pinion.
Yeah, I was
You know, they usually have here, and this is a blank. So that's kind of, somebody got a little cheap in their days there a little bit, looks like. So you put that there, put your round washer back on. This will go either direction. Clean it up and just verify it's good on either side. Put it back in there, put your snap ring back in. Pretty neat. So we got everything here basically to fix the transfer case. We're going to have to get some clutches here, and we're waiting on the bearings to come in. So we're going to go and get the tranny in first thing in the morning, build the transfer case, and get the whole unit in and start driving it tomorrow. So Friday's a good day for us to get going. So y'all don't forget to subscribe. More videos to come. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all have a great day.